Boys, we're here.
On January 4th, 2022, Ruby Johnson had just gotten out of the shower when the SWAT team arrived at her Montbello home.
Anyone inside 5380, Denver Police Department with a search warrant. You come to the door with your hands up.
A man who had his truck stolen with guns, cash, and drones had an old iPhone in the truck. He tracked the location to Ruby's house, then sent it to police.
Ma'am, come to me.
More than 2 years later, Ruby doesn't live in the same place anymore.
This wrecked her sense of safety and security in the place she'd called home for 43 years.
Tim McDonald with the ACLU litigated this case, arguing that DPD violated Ruby's rights without enough evidence to do a search and seizure and forcing her out of her home.
She's an incredibly strong and brave woman. I think they did underestimate her willingness to make sure that this didn't happen to anyone else.
Where do you think she's hiding the rifle?
That led to a 5-day jury trial and a judgment in Ruby's favor of $3.76 million.
I think this will help. It will allow her to move forward knowing that the community, a jury of her peers, saw what happened to her and said, that's wrong, that's unconstitutional. What happened to you shouldn't happen to anybody else.
The ACLU says this brought justice for Ruby. They hope it brings justice for others.
We hope we'll set a really important precedent to ensure that citizens' rights to be free from that kind of invasion of the home is not done by police unless they have probable cause.
This is a precedent-setting, history-making case because it was tried under a new statute put into place after the George Floyd protests that specifically means the individual officers were named rather than the Denver Police Department as a whole when this lawsuit was filed. The city, however, will be responsible for paying out that huge sum of money.
Living there for decades, but it's that video that I remember your first story, really difficult to watch what she went through.
Yeah, really difficult to watch, and also for her, really difficult to go through. I mean, this is someone who lived in their home for 43 years. You know, there's no place as safe, you know, when it comes to you personally as your home. And so for her to be able to walk into her home and no longer feel that way is just a real shame and also wrong, as this jury found.
Yeah, okay. Well, we hope she can start anew now. All right. Thank you, Angeline.